Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today, it's Saturday, August 30th, 2025. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment. If you decide to go full DJing off today's show, that's on you. Don't come home crying to me when your portfolio looks like a blockbuster stock chart. Today, American Bitcoin goes public.
It really happened through, I want to call it life in right place, right timing. I started chatting about, I said, why crypto? Why Bitcoin? Like, talk to me through what the origin story is of your deep passion for this space and for this asset class. And as we dove deeper and deeper, we started sharing our journeys through building US Bitcoin Corp and now running Hut 8. And he's like, I love your side of the business as well. I deeply understand infrastructure. I deeply understand construction.
American Bitcoin, backed by Eric and Donald Trump Jr., is merging with Griffin Digital Mining and heading to Nasdaq under the ticker ABTC. After the deal, the Trump brothers and Hut 8 will own 98% of the company.
As we got closer and closer, we said, is there a world for us to do something together? Can we bring these passions together and build something? And he brought up that he was building and starting American data centers. And so that the conversation started snowballing from there. And that's where we ultimately decided to bring these two forces together and form American Bitcoin, which is what we shared with the world this week.
Yeah, that means two things. One, if you thought politics and crypto weren't already messy, here's your crossover episode. And two, the ticker symbol literally spells out ABTC. Subtle. Real subtle. Hut 8 isn't just mining anymore. They're pivoting into energy and compute infrastructure.
What's even more interesting, what's even better, is now we have a secret sauce. The secret sauce is Hut 8 is the energy infrastructure, digital infrastructure platform. American Bitcoin is the Bitcoin miner. And so why that's important is investors who invest in Hut 8, shareholders who own Hut 8 will be investing into energy infrastructure. They'll expect a lower yield on a less risky asset. And so the cost of that capital goes down. On the other side, on American Bitcoin, investors are investing for Bitcoin exposure. They're investing to be able to mine Bitcoin for cheaper than you can buy it for and to accumulate Bitcoin on the balance sheet and have that exposure. And so now you have a much bigger platform having different investors invest in different parts of the business. And overall, what we believe is allowing us to be a leader in the sector and in the industry.
Translation: Bitcoin rigs by day, AI server farms by night. Think it was Clark Kent with a 3090 strapped to his chest. And they aren't just playing local. The Trumps are already eyeing Hong Kong and Japan for expansion.
You go around the world, everybody's doing it. Every single sophisticated country is using their excess power to mine Bitcoin. And so there really is a race to the finish. But we've got a great competitive advantage as the United States of America. We've got the best energy policies. We've got some of the lowest energy costs anyway. And I think we can harness that. And I think America needs to lead the way in terms of this kind of financial revolution. And that's part of what I plan to do.
Global mining with the mega stamp. Whether you love them or hate them, this one's got attention baked in. Mining's not dead, it's evolving, and the spotlight's following the name. Trump Media and Crypto.com, the CRO bombshell. Let's talk about the $6.4 billion elephant in the room.
We decided at True Social that we wanted to work with a company that had a very good token that had been around a while and that could work ultimately on the Truth Social and Truth Streaming platform. Which
Trump Media and Crypto.com are cooking up a deal around CRO. The idea: pump visibility for both brands while tying Trump Media empire closer to crypto rails.
And we decided that, who do we go with that has size, has a great brand, has a wallet, has their own exchange, and has a utility token that is in existence. And that's how we came to Crypto.com with their CRO token.
6.4 billion is not pocket change. It's enough to make even Sailor raise an eyebrow from his Bitcoin yacht. For Crypto.com, it's a moonshot marketing move. For Trump Media, it's a liquidity lifeline. Combine them, and you've got, well, either the biggest brand crossover since Fortnite and Marvel, or a future what went wrong documentary. Either way, CRO holders are paying attention.
This is going to be, obviously an American company, the treasury company that we set up. So this is a joint venture between both Crypto.com and Trump Media Group, forming a new company. Has to get approved by the SEC. but that company will be a treasury. All it will hold is CRO, Chronos. And a lot of people are familiar with the Bitcoin treasury that's out there that Michael Saylor put together. And these have been popular this year. And I think that every major token is going to have one of these treasuries.
This isn't a dog and
So it's a combination deal, John. It's really the separate treasury company that, by the way, Crypto.com is putting $1 billion worth of Chronos, which today that Chronos has already climbed 30-40% over what, when we announced this deal. And then at the same time, Crypto.com actually made a rather modest investment compared to the $1 billion that they're putting in our joint treasury company. But we're acquiring $105 million of Chronos.
This isn't a dog and pony sponsorship. It's a play that could shape where retail onboards the next cycle. And now let's talk about banks versus stablecoins. Round 2. Major banks, the ABA, Bank Policy Institute, and more are lobbying Congress to patch a loophole. Right now, stablecoin issuers can't pay yield directly, but exchanges, they can still hand out rewards on coins like USDC and USDT. Banks are freaking out, saying this could drain up to $6.6 trillion in deposits from traditional accounts. That's trillions with a T. Enough to turn Jamie Dimon's morning coffee straight into whiskey. Their argument, if stablecoins become the de facto savings account, the US credit system could take a punch to the kidneys. Less bank deposits equals less lending power. Crypto's counter is stop crime, boomer banks. This is called competition. The exchanges want to keep that yield loophole wide open. At the end of the day, the fight isn't about if stablecoins exist, it's about who gets to control the money pipes of the future. And that brings us to the tip of the day. Big policy shifts always roll out in waves. First comes the law, then the lobbying, then the real effects. The first wave looks dramatic, but the aftershocks, that's where the real setups are. Don't just trade the headline, wait for the ripple plays. Think of it like surfing. The headline splash is where the first messy breaker that knocks the newbies off their board. The smart players, they're sitting further out, waiting for the clean set that comes after. Same thing in markets. Patience lets you ride the trend instead of getting wrecked in the chop. Another way to frame it is headlines are the fireworks, but the real money is in the smoke trails. Everyone sees the boom. Few track where the spark actually lands. Focus on where capital flows after the initial hype dies down. That's where the opportunity stacks up. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.
Blockchain popping, no stay steady. Gas fees high, but the bag stay heavy. Running through the night, pickaxe at the ready. Whales move slow, but the flow ain't petty. Daily stack stacking up, watch it climb. Crypto clock ticking, no stopping the grind.